Summer, it's synonymous with many things: the beach, cookouts, family time, and unfortunately, yeah, mosquitoes.
As a matter of fact, they can put quite the damper on any outdoor activity. So in today's Angie's List report, how you can treat for mosquitoes when they're making their way into your yard. Homeowner Jerry McVeigh lives on a wooded lot with a pond and a lake. Because of that, he sees his fair share of mosquitoes. Despite his attempts to get rid of these pesky insects, McVeigh hired a professional mosquito control company to treat his yard.
We tried everything, foggers, all the different coils, you name it, we tried it. And a lot of other people, I'm sure, understand this. We were so sensitive, though, about strong chemicals because of what's going on with the wildlife.
At one point or another, we've all experienced when these uninvited guests show up to the party.
Not only are mosquitoes a nuisance when you're out trying to have a family barbecue, but they're also a health risk. For example, you could end up with West Nile. So making sure you have a comfortable outdoors that's mosquito-free is important for your family.
With preventative maintenance and monitoring, you can get an upper hand on mosquitoes.
When we come to a property, we come in with a backpack sprayer and a tank that has the product in it that we've mixed. It is a plant-based product made from dried processed chrysanthemum plants. We're putting in a backpack sprayer. The operator carries it around and treats the foliage, and that particular application will last the homeowner 21 days.
Having a professional combat the problem is beneficial since they know how to eliminate the mosquitoes.
A mosquito, like anything else, has to eat to live. And so one of our target areas are leaves such as this one. On the bottom side of this leaf, you'll see there are plant nectar veins here. That's what the mosquitoes are after. So when we apply our product to this foliage with our backpack sprayer, it sticks to the underneath side of the leaf, dries into the foliage, and when the mosquito comes in to feed on that, it kills them off.
But before they start treating your yard, it's important to ask questions.
If you tackled every effort you can as a homeowner, you might need to hire a professional. And having someone come in, you need to talk to them exactly about their experience in treating mosquitoes, and then also what kind of chemicals or treatments they're going to use, especially if you have children or pets.
As for Jerry McVeigh, he's enjoying the summer in his yard without the mosquitoes.
We could go out now with the children and grandchildren and be out in the evening, walk around anywhere, go down to the lake and fish.
Now, if you do call in a pro, there's some other things to talk about too. Find out how often the company is going to come out. Most mosquito control companies will offer plans where a technician applies a one-time treatment or comes out several times a year. Some homeowners may schedule a single treatment just before an outdoor event like a wedding or a party. So keep that in mind too.
Absolutely.
Great ideas. Now, how you can tell if your yard is a breeding ground for mosquitoes and how long does a professional mosquito treatment last?
Well, Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros is in Parsonsburg with Scott Rice Termite and Pest Control of Salisbury. Brian?
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, first I wanted to go over some interesting mosquito facts that you may not know. So take a look at these facts here. Did you know that mosquitoes can be traced back 400 million years ago? There are roughly 2,700 species of mosquitoes in the world, and mosquitoes detect a host by looking for infrared radiation emitted by warm bodies. And only female mosquitoes bite. They need the blood to lay eggs. Also, did you know a soda bottle cap like this, filled with water, can breed several hundred mosquitoes? That's a lot. Look how tiny this is. And joining us now to talk all about it is Rick Rice, who is the owner of Scott Rice Termite and Pest Control. So the first thing, everyone wants to minimize the amount of mosquitoes in their yard. What are some simple ways people can do that?
First of all, they can keep any tall vegetation down, grass, weeds, anything like that. Removing any standing water that's possible. Maybe there's kids' toys that are holding water, bird baths, gutters and downspouts free and clear to so there's no water pooling anywhere.
So you want no water, and it could be things as simple as the little saucers that the plastic saucers you put around flower pots to hold in the water. There could be a little bit of water in there. They can breed in there. How bad are the mosquitoes right now? What are you seeing?
They seem to be a little worse right now than normal because of all the recent rains we've had.
So basically, they're out in full force. Now, how long do the mosquitoes sort of pose a problem?
They can be a problem really up till about the first frost, well into October, maybe even November.
Because it doesn't have to be really, really hot. You said as long as it's warm, low 70s, and it's moist, there's rain, they can stick around.
Right.
Until that frost. All right. So we want to avoid the freestanding areas of water, but in many cases, people want it to be treated. That's where you guys come in. You explain what you do when you come out and you treat a yard.
When we come out, we have a machine that blows a light mist on any vegetation that there is. There's ways of treating waterways and water areas that that you can't do anything about.
And you had said actually that the mosquitoes, the reason why you spray the vegetation, they hide underneath the leaves during the day.
That's right. Where it's damp and cool, they can hide under there.
And when you guys, do these treatments, how long does it last for, and how often should homeowners be doing this?
It's usually good for about 3 or 4 weeks. We usually suggest to our customers that they have it done about once a month during the mosquito season.
Now, this homeowner here has a big pond in their backyard. We talked about how you don't want any freestanding water in the area. A pond this size, there's nothing you can do about. What is an option for a homeowner like this if they do have mosquitoes coming from the pond?
In a case like that, we really suggest they call a professional, because there's ways that we can take care of that problem.
And you can treat the problem.
Yes.
So don't let these little pests sort of pose a problem for you. There's ways to sort of get rid of them, and you just have to stay on top of it and be proactive.
Absolutely.
All right, now we should also mention, people may not realize this, that some plants also work as a natural mosquito repellent. Some of those include catnip, lavender, marigolds, basil, and peppermint. So some common things people can plant in their yard. So definitely just stay proactive and get rid of those mosquitoes, because we have several more months with them and they can call you guys in to help. So Rick, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. For more information on Scott Rice Termite and Pest Control, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab.
Well, a lot of tips, maybe a lot of work, but it's worth it.
All the trouble you have to go to for a little bitty bug.
Little thing. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, advancements in medicine have come a long way. We'll meet several people who know that firsthand, including this wounded warrior who lost his arm when he was injured in Iraq.
And we're also going to find out how one woman is making medical history and doing something that could change the lives of millions. Delmarva Life will be right back.